Now butterfly, some people call butterflies failed Gartleys. The butterfly will form this D above the X, and it has a few specific convergences that we need to follow in order for this pattern to be valid. Now first, we pull a fib between the X and the A. What we're looking for when we are trading butterfly is that the B is usually formed at the 786 of the main swing. So here. Then we form the C. Once B is formed, we can now pull the sub-fib. And usually the C is formed either at the 382 or sometimes between the 786 and the 86. I will move the C out of the fib so you guys can see the levels, but C is formed either the 382 or 786 and 86. Then we must have convergence of the 127 and 1618. 127 is extension from the main swing XA, and 1618 is extension of the subswing. 1618, 127 for the main swing, 1618 for the subswing. When we have this convergence, then this convergence becomes the sell entry. Later, I will give you guys an example on a real chart, and you will see how useful butterflies can be. And there is no other pattern that can give you better entry than butterfly. I will show you how to properly trade those patterns. Now, once we find the convergence, we'll place an entry, sell. Usually I place the entry sell a couple of pips below that convergence. So right now we have convergence at 124.37. I would place my entry at 124.34, 124.35. $124.34 is the sell. Where do we place the stop? The stop can go in two places. Above the 1618, there is a rule that if price goes above 1618, the butterfly will fail. And this is why we place the stop above the 1618. Usually I place the stop about 10 pips above that level. So 124.75 will be the stop in this case. Also, if you guys use pivot points, you can use the next pivot point for your stop. Let's say there is a pivot level somewhere here at 124.54. You can place your stop 10-15 pips above that pivot point if there is a pivot level. I'll show example with that as well. Limits. Where do we place the limits? The first place the trend reversal point we find from higher time frame. It could be resistance level from higher time frame, it could be trend line, it could be another pattern. Let's say we have a sell Gartley at this level 124.35.40 on a 4-hour or daily time frame, and we want to fine-tune the entry. We can use a butterfly to fine-tune that entry. Later I will give you an example exactly of a trade like this, where you actually will find the sell point and using a couple of patterns converging together. First, I'm just giving an example and giving you the rules of how to trade, where to place stops and limits. Then we'll look at actual charts and it will make a lot more sense. But it will be a lot easier for me to show you the basic rules on a drawing. First limit I use for butterflies is I pull a fib between the A and the D, and I use 382 for my first target, because this is the first place where buyers might enter in case the trend will continue, because we have been in an uptrend, and I want to make sure that if this trend will continue for some reason, I want to be out of the trade before any more buy orders are in the market, where most likely players would place their orders. First support level would be the 382, and look how nicely the 382 is actually converging with the B. I'll note that the B will be probably the strongest support right now, and this strongest support is converging with the 382. We want to profit before price hits that level.